making it easy for the entrepreneurs, being a coach, being someone who's, consulting people on how to raise funds. Can you break it down for us in simple terms, like how and what is the perfect timing for going for the fundraising and what it takes for a company to go public?
Okay, look, I think what's happened, and this definitely is a result of Silicon Valley, and I don't think it's a good thing, is that entrepreneurs have got into their mind that you come up with an idea and then you find an investor. And so as an investor, a lot of the questions I get from young entrepreneurs are, how do I raise money? And I'm like, that's the wrong question. If you think of it as a circle, what you should be doing is you come up with the idea, you talk to the client, or actually probably talk to a team member and see whether you can build a team around it, and then talk to the clients. Find out whether you've got actual traction. And, very simple
thing. By clients, you mean customers, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, and a very simple thing that we always say, and this is discipline that, because I used to do exactly the same thing. I would do market research, which was go and talk to my mates in the pub and say, hey, do you think this is a good idea? They were nice. They would always say, yeah, it's a brilliant idea.
It's a $1 billion idea. Let's do
it. So I would go and invest all my money, all my time building it. Then I'd go back to them and go, great, I've built it. Do you want it? I go, it's not a good time right now. And so I set myself a rule probably 15, 20 years ago, which is never invest my own time or money into an idea until I've got at least 3 other people's commitments. And I needed a hard commitment from them. And what I mean by that is I would do a 1-pager and I'd say, look, this service is going to be $5,000. The first 3 people that sign up get it for $2,000, but it's not ready yet. So if you put the deposit down, I haven't got it ready within 2 months, I'll give you the money back. If I can't sell those 3 places, then I've got a problem. I've got a fundamental problem with the thing. So I wouldn't move forward. Same thing with investment. You've got to have those conversations. You've got to try and get those traction, build the team, build partnerships, which is a huge piece that is often overlooked because that gives you traction. By the way, once you've got those partnerships, you can add new products. You can you get that traction.
Come up with a workaround, yeah.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, if you've kind of gone around the circle this way, by the time that you're thinking about investors, they're knocking on your door because they see that you've got traction. They see that you've got partnerships. They see that this is something that they want to be a part of. And it's a completely different conversation if they're knocking on your door rather than you knocking on their door.
You can show your terms and all
exactly,
that.
Exactly. And then you kind of go around these circles and once you can just go around and add new products and everything else. But most people are still stuck in this idea of investor. And it's just frustrating. And I think this idea of what Silicon Valley shows is this, hey, look, Uber did this deck. So if you follow this deck and go and knock on 1,000 doors, and they keep showing us these success stories on her 656th door knock because she got funding. That's ridiculous. There's better ways to spend your time than doing that. Get to understand what investors are looking for. Thanks for watching. My name is Callum Laing. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been doing this for about 25 years. I've taken about 100 companies public. I now run a $100 million fund. I continue to take companies public. I've written 4 best-selling books on different business topics, and I run a bunch of courses and programs to help people like you to get ahead. People that are typically find themselves or feel like they're on the outside and they want to hack access to the inside. And I've been lucky enough to work with hundreds or thousands of people now at this point and get them ahead of where they think they could be. So we've got things like a 10-day free email course, which is called Career Accelerator. So if you're right at the beginning of your role, if you're looking to build your media exposure, we've got programs for that. If you want to build your board career, we have a very successful program called the Veblen Director Program, where you can get on the first board seat. If you're interested in capital raising, we've got Guild Members, which is all about how to raise capital, and it's a great global network of capital introducers. We also have Unity Group, which is where I spend most of my time, which if you are a small business owner, that you're profitable, you're well established, and you want to use the capital markets to scale, please come and talk to me there. If you're an investor, we have some very unique products that allow you to get maximum capital appreciation and also high yield products there as well. So hopefully I've covered wherever you are in your journey. I'd love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, do all of those kind of things. Also follow me on LinkedIn for more regular updates. And thank you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments.